Welcome back to Color Class. I'm Sarah.
I'm Lucinda.
And today is a very exciting day. It's like one of the biggest days of the year. It's like our Christmas, which is...
No, it isn't.
True. There are no presents involved. And I was going to say, this isn't as exciting as I was hoping for, but Pantone Color of the Year.
And that's all for all of us color analysts. It's kind of exciting, and it's kind of made up, and it's kind of like not real, you know. It's just Pantone saying, you know, what is Pantone Color of the Year, Sarah?
Well, it is Cloud Dancer, which is a white.
It's white.
Surprise. We did our predictions were like greens, teals.
Yeah. We had some beautiful predictions, and they got it over on us. It's white. Now, let's back it up a second. Mm-hmm. Pantone doesn't just say, oh, today let's throw a dart and we're going to make it white. What they do is they go to a bunch of fashion shows, like, you know, all over the world, and they look at what the designers have featured, and they look for a trend. Something they're seeing a lot of, and apparently they were seeing a lot of white.
Not too exciting.
But it's not just any white. They're calling it a neutral white.
It definitely leans a little bit.
It's not neutral. We took it apart. I mean, basically, these days you can do that. There were 2 hexadecimal codes that had been associated with this cloud white.
Yes.
Both of them are in the yellow family. Mm-hmm. So it is a warm yellowish white. Mm-hmm. Now, there's nothing wrong with that because springs will wear that beautifully. And let me just say, yeah, they will. Yes, they will. They will. Because it's just got a hint over in the warm side.
I don't know.
What are springs supposed to wear?
I love springs in like a vibrant, bold color. And not so much a white.
Good point. So I like to think of white not as part of my color palette, but as an accessory. White is an accessory because you got to have a white, you know, you got to have a white blouse somewhere in your wardrobe to set off all these beautiful colors that might be in a blazer or whatever. Everybody needs their own white. And so today, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how you can make your white, regardless of your season. And it's important to note that this one, Cloud Dancer, that they are calling neutral, is not neutral. It's on the warm side.
And when we say warm side, we mean the faintest, littlest bit.
Yeah, it's the least amount of color you can have in a white.
Right.
But there is still a hint of color. Now, if you look at the color wheel, you will see that there are color wheels that are built that deal with tonality. And you've got the most vibrant color, if you notice, on the outside, and it dilutes. The pigment is diluted as you move toward the inside, and ultimately you get to no pigment at all. So this is just the tiniest little bit of yellow to make this stand off of a pure white page. Now, we have told people like Clear Winters, you can wear clinical white, which is no addition of color whatsoever. It's just pure clinical white, none of the whites that you see around this color wheel. But all of the other seasons pretty much can tiptoe into a color realm just with 1 or 2 grains of pigment that make the white more harmonious with the rest of the wardrobe.
And you know what's funny is Clear Winters can also tiptoe into...
They can.
Because they can wear icy shades as well.
Yes, but they tiptoe into the bluish realm, the cool realm. Whereas the springs and the autumns, they tiptoe into the warmer realm. So I'm going to make a suggestion to you, if I can get it out of my mouth properly, on how to find your right white. And we're going to go back to something we talked about recently that was a huge hit with our viewers, and that is the mother color. Because if you use just a drop of your mother color,
your hair color,
exactly the way we taught you in the mother color video, that will give you your most perfect white. And the reason I mentioned springs earlier is this color is a little more conducive to springs is if you look at the way it's built and that's the chart that we're showing you now that has the yellow on it. That is where Cloud Dancer lives. I wouldn't have called it Cloud Dancer, or if I had called it Cloud Dancer, I would have been over in the peach category, maybe where the real color clouds lives. But I'm not going to be color snippy and snooty about this.
I'm not super excited about this shade at all. I know we're supposed to be ecstatic, but I feel like we're just going to get a whole lot of clinical white button-ups or lace and something that's just white.
Yeah, and it's just going to be white. And see, the thing is, if you kind of look at the history of the Pantone Color of the Year, what happens is they announce their Color of the Year, and then suddenly everything that you don't expect to be that color, like a mixer, they turned into baby pink and baby blue. Mm-hmm. They do this so that if you've already got a mixer, but if you're the kind of person who wants the latest and greatest mixer, they do it because you go get a pink and baby blue mixer. And then and then you're forced to remodel your whole kitchen and on and on and on and on.
Right.
But here's where they kind of messed up by choosing a white because people aren't going to go out and remodel their kitchen to get a little bit of extra white in there that has a hint of yellow in it. I'm not. Are you?
No, we're not going to go out and buy a pillow that's white. We're not going to go out and buy, me especially, I'm not just going to go out and buy a white shirt. I know it's not going to look good on me. So
I do want to read what Pantone says because their descriptions are always so entertaining. Cloud Dancer is a neutral for the new year, heralding simplification, relaxation, and permission to disconnect.
This doesn't feel disconnecting at all.
The shade is not a pure achromatic white, meaning no color, but remains subtle color that's balanced between cool and warm undertones. Still, its place in the family of whites evokes phrases like blank slate and blank canvas. No, it doesn't. I don't get that.
It's a little too darker. Like it has more depth to it than a typical canvas.
If you look at this white on a page, it's the page that's the blank canvas, and this white is not. It's sitting above the canvas. It's not. So these are terms that Pantone has woven into its narrative, but I am about as not thrilled with this particular release as I was not thrilled with baby blue and baby pink.
Yeah, I was hoping we get something that's very universal for everyone that can come out and, it's not like everything comes out in Cloud Dancer. It's not like people are matching the Pantone shade to no. It doesn't work that way. We're going to get a whole bunch of shades of white, just like Mocha Mousse last year. We got a whole bunch of shades of brown. So now we're just going to get a whole bunch of shades of white. And guess who wears white really well? A Clear Winter. And that's about it. We're not.
But this is going to be more complicated than that because a lot of people, unless you've been mixing paint for your whole life and unless you really understand that, and that's why we've given you these color charts of what makes a tint in a white, unless you understand that and you go out and you see a white, you're going to make the same mistake Pantone did. Pantone called this a neutral, balanced between a warm and a cool. But when you break that color down, it's not. So the what Sarah's talking about, just the capacity for confusion is just
We're going to be a mess. We're going to get a lot of shades of white here. And I think what they're trying to say is we're going to have a lot of neutral shades because it's going to be bouncing around between that clinical white and a warm white, an off white, like an eggshell. And everyone's going to be calling that, Cloud Dancer. It's this whole range.
And because it's called Cloud Dancer, you're going to see the palest of gray. And the palest of gray would be a neutral. And it could sit between the warm and the cool, but this one doesn't.
Now, sorry to be Debbie Downers over here, but we're not super ecstatic about color of the year. But what we are ecstatic about is getting you into your best white. Now, I don't want you autumns going out there and being like, oh, I can wear white, great. No. We're giving you the best for maybe your toenail polish. we are giving you the best white for something if you really want to buy it, but please don't go out and buy a white top.
If you're an autumn, and your white has just a hint of your mother color, like Sarah looks beautiful in a white that has just a little bit of peach in it, and she doesn't wear it much.
No, it still so washes me out. Don't do it, guys. Don't do it. I know we're trying really hard here, but
yeah.
No, we will give you how the whites break down for each of the independent palettes, but I just say stay away. Use it if you need to, but yeah, here you go. It's over on Patreon if you want it. Link is at the end of the video or down in the description below.
Yes, but why don't we do our own color of the year? Why don't we do our own color?
We did a prediction video. I would say right now, color of the year would be like a beautiful tealy that can be really represented in all of the different dominant characteristics so people can actually utilize it and use it. So
well, you know what? We're going to link our prediction video and that whole conversation about what we saw coming based on everything else. And we're not bitter. We're not bitter that we got it wrong. We don't think we got it wrong. We think they got it wrong.
I was going to say, no, not bitter, but I really was hoping for something a little bit different.
Sarah's mad. I mean.
Oh, come on. White.
But here's the thing, and here's what makes it really challenging, is it's got a little yellow in it. Now, and that could be the mother color for a warm honey blonde. Okay, it could, right? Yes. But warm honey blondes,
they need more
a little more something.
Yes,
something.
They need more color, pigment.
Not enough.
Right.
So, well.
That's why we're hesitant. We're hesitant to say, oh.
And we're sorry. We're sorry. We don't like to do this Debbie Downer thing. It is not fun.
So thank you for joining us today. Lastly, don't forget Patreon at the end of the video, or any of our socials are down in the comments below. If you would like to do a color analysis with us, we would love to create your own custom color portfolio.
Without white.
Yes. That's true. There's not much white.
No, you'll get.
So thank you for joining us. Lastly, I'm Sarah.
I'm Lucinda.
This has been another color class, and we'll see you in our next video.